Hello, my name is Zhatelier, and welcome back for another episode of The Last Kingdom in Aurora, and again we've done a fair bit of a time skip. We're almost at already in 103, or year 103, which, yeah, so we've been going a fair bit off camera here. It's not that much happening. I've just been researching the components for the ships, and actually, one thing that I did do is I did design a light cruiser Panther class here. So it has the shield now. It has 7 layers of armor, so with the shield and the armor it should be able to take at least hits every 5 minutes or so, or 1 hit from the enemy lands every 5 minutes or so, but that's quite a long time. It has the standard or current standard speed. It has 4 bulkhead armors, so that gives it 40 hit points for the internal stuff. Now, I'm pretty sure that those are not necessarily going to be likely to be hit, but it does mean that the ship will survive for a long while, even after it's being fired upon. It doesn't have thermal sensors and like that. It does have active sensors and all that sort of stuff. It's decent. It has 2 strength 6 particle beams and 1 lance, although these will actually be replaced with the better range because we're slowly getting those. We've gotten the Strength 3 and Strength 4 beams already researched. I think we're researching the Strength 6 right now. But this is going to be hopefully relatively useful against the enemies. And then of course I don't remember if I showed this, but the porcupines I've redesigned already as well. And it's going to be using quad-gauge turrets. Now while it might be, or it's true that the railguns would be more space efficient compared to the amount of firing that they do, but the point is that the turret, whenever it fires technically 12 shots per 5-second increment, and it does that. It's 12 shots, and it still has the 1% chance of breaking down. Whereas if you have multiple railguns, then each one of those railguns will have the chance to break down. At least I think that's how it goes. So yeah, we got some turrets on this one, so we can't build this from the Hornet shipyard anymore. And we have brought in 1 brigade already into the moon here, and we are about to land another one soon. So once we got those, we're going to try to attack the enemy troops again, because this time we have at least a lot better troops. I'm not entirely sure how much we have the heavy vehicles here. Actually, that's a good point. Let's quickly check that. So this brigade has some things. Does this one have any of the battalions? There's a lot of foot squads. Oh right, there it's just foot. And then we got some old. Okay. Charger battalions are still old stuff, aren't they? Oh no, there's some Pierce Chargers at least. Okay, so the Chargers are new ones at least over there. Okay, so it's not that bad. Because the Chargers, the enemy anti-tank guns will still be able to penetrate the armor, but the infantry will not be able to penetrate the armor on these vehicles, so that should be good. And especially once we get the medium vehicles especially on the mechanized regiments, and I mean technically the later puncher battalions as well. Speaking of which, I think we actually do have. Here's the. Right, do you have any of the. Oh yeah. No, it's the Chargers, you got the old punchers. Okay, so you don't have the later. No, you do have Pierce punchers. Okay, so you got some of the later designs as well, so that means that those vehicles, the enemy should not be able to penetrate the armor, so I'm pretty sure that this time we will do a lot more damage on the enemy, but without further ado, let's start getting the time ticking. And also, one thing, I do apologize in advance. Oh, we got some more tech points for the transport once we get the wreck back home. And I believe they spotted our ship now, so that's why there was the shorter increment. But yeah, I'm gonna record the next episode after this, just to get a little bit of content out, so there might not be too much important stuff happening. I mean, I'm sure that at least the ground combat will take a fair bit of time. And speaking of which, okay, it's going to take about 2 days before the troops have been unloaded. And we got the Diamond Task Force going over there again to keep an eye on the jump point. Ah, the Fatal Cargo has completed orders. I believe you... Hold on. There you are. So you were transporting infrastructure, weren't you? Yes, you were. Okay, but I think right now it might be worth the idea to get some more mines into ADs. So, Joyous, ADs, unload all installations, water back to Barracuda, and refuel, and repeat that 4 times. So that's going to be altogether 10 mines that are transported there. It may go a bit over the limit in there. Now, I believe I've set it so that the civilian colonies shouldn't be taking more people in there. All the civilian shipping shouldn't take more colonists there. They will probably take a lot of infrastructure there if need be, but no more colonists for the time being. But let's jump back to Zhatelier. Now, we do have some ships in the... Okay, that's still a few more hours. There we go. So, Congo, you can now load up the... from the moon here. Load subunits. It's not that rich. It needs to be the Brigade 4 and 5. And then what you do is you go to the planet over here and we'll drop all ground units. And then you can move back to the moon. Okay. So now it's just a matter of how long does it take to load up the ground units. Oh, salvage has completely ordered. So we've been salvaging a lot of the wrecks in here. And actually, salvage 2, how much do you have stuff in there? Fairly full. Okay, I'll move you to there. Actually, you can probably go through. You've got plenty of fuel. So then that transit. Then I suppose I could send you through the herd over here. So refuel over there. Then, oh right. Kusanagi, and then some Shamshir, and then you can go to Barracuda and unload all ship components, unload all minerals, and then refuel, and then we'll figure out what to do with you next. There we go. Right. Let's take another 8-hour increment. I'll salvage another wreck there. Good. Okay, let's jump back to Zhatelier and take a look. Okay, so the Royal Transport is going out. It's still going to take 2 days to load up all the troops. Okay, well, let's take a day increment then. New minerals in turquoise. Not too bad. Oh, we completed infrastructure in Cruciana Imperialis. Okay, it does have a decent population cap now compared to that, so we don't need to spend quite that much on there. I think what we may want to do is... How many mines do we have here? 115. There is a lot of mining in here. I think we're gonna put this to 40%. Well, let's go for 45%. And then put in 45% mines. We'll get another 25 mines. And then we'll get a little bit of infrastructure. Like, I don't know, another 200. We did bring in some mercatium here because we had a bit of a shortage. Right, so that's gonna last for a while. Right, so we need another day at least. Take an 8-hour of this. Oh, still... Oh, it's loading the 2nd brigade right now, isn't it? Yeah, so that's gonna take some time. Alright then, let's keep on going. Diamond Task Force has arrived there, okay. But soon we will drop into the planet again, and we'll see how well that goes. Distance, okay, so it should be very soon. Okay, now we got the troops there. Let's actually make sure that we set the things to be correctly assigned. So we got this brigade here. Field position should probably be in the rear echelon. Same for this brigade here. And then the infantry regiments can be on frontline defense, footmen can be frontline defense, fire hurler brigade, you need to be in support, and you'll probably give support for the night battalion, supply battalion, you need to be in rear echelon and you'll be used for replacements. Then the other regiment here, you've got supply battalion, which I'll put in rear echelon, and then these will be on frontline attack. I know we'll lose that. I tell you, it would be easier to set up, just select that one and put the frontline attack on all of them, and then just change the supply battalion. We'll start out doing this way, so we'll do it this way. And then you, of course, need to be in rear echelon, I think. Same for you. I don't want the headquarters to be under fire too much anyway. Right, so those are going to be in the frontline defense. Okay, so over here we're going to do the field position. Only supported units, frontline attack. Yes, and then we'll just switch this to be rear echelon, use replacements on. New field position, rear echelon. Then this regiment. Oh, this has a lot. Okay, for this one, it actually makes a lot more sense to do it this way, because all of them will be attacking, and then this field position will be rear echelon. There we go. So now I believe we got everything set up more or less correctly. We don't have a lot of support weaponry in here. We got a lot of attacking though, and that should hopefully break down the enemy resistance to a degree at least. Now, to be some of these are, oh, actually this one is up to date, so most of the chargers seem to be up to date. Not about... Oh, this puncher battalion is also up to date. This one is not. That one's not. Okay, so these two are old ones. That's an old one. So this entire regiment is old ones, so they won't be quite as useful. But they might be able to do some damage anyway. Right, let's take our first 8-hour increment. Let's have a look at the... There we go. Now we got a battle going on. So let's have a look at the intelligence update. Our strength has been calculated as 15 over there, okay. So total we lost one halberd puncher, and we killed a massive amount of troops. My goodness. I mean, it could be that they've run out of supplies, so they won't be able to fire much. Which is kind of why we left the supply battalions, or the remnants of the supply battalions there for a while. So that they could try to fire and spend their supplies. So we destroyed 3 construction vehicles, 4 anti-tank teams, 94 infantry, 1 infantry HQ, and 1 anti-air team. So let's take a 1-second increment, or 5-second increment, to clean that up a little bit. So they lost 600 tons from just this figure, but that's actually, since they are still fortified, it's probably something like they lost few thousand tons worth of troops. Right, well, let's take another 8-hour increment, see how this battle goes on. Ooh, we found some minerals in Norfolk. So the intelligence says that they have possibly about 400 infantry, most likely it's much more, because the error range is rather massive. And they don't necessarily have a lot of anti-tank... Oh, breakthroughs achieved. Oh, excellent. So that's why we're doing so much damage. Let's have a look at the... Oh, hit point value of the anti-tank team is calculated as 10. So, ground attack summary, 149 infantry killed, 7 anti-tank teams, 3 construction vehicles, 3 anti-tank teams. And... how much did we lose? Oh, civilians constructed, colon ship. Oh, there was a build cycle at the same time. Alright then. Right. Formation loss summary. So ground defense summary. Losses suffered. 13 night squads, 11 footman squads, 7 heavy rapid fire squads, 3 pierce squads, 3 rapid fire squads, and 1 regiment headquarters. Shame, but understandable. So that was rather effective. Take another 8-hour increment. More breakthroughs. So we estimate yeah, they've lost a lot of troops, haven't they? Let's take a look at over here again. So, ground attack summary, 150 infantry, 2 anti-air teams. Do we estimate that they have a tank? No, we don't estimate them to have any anti-tank teams. They still have some supply infantry there, but I'm not entirely sure how good they are going to be. So lost some more infantry. Rapid fire squads, heavy rapid fire squads, knight squads, footman squads, pierce squads, and fire direction squad. And we inflict another 154 infantry and 2 anti-air teams. Okay. So I don't think they have anything that can now fight against our chargers and punchers. So light and medium vehicles, so that is really good for us. And even more breakthroughs. This is why you want to use vehicles when you can. They have a high chance of getting the breakthrough. Right, so the amount of infantry that we estimate they have is going down rapidly. Now, let's have a look at... Ooh, hit point value of the ground construction vehicle has been calculated as 40. Okay. We destroyed 230 infantry, 11 construction vehicles, 5 anti-air teams, and 1 HQ from them. And we lost 2 footman squads, 2 pierce squads, 2 heavy rapid fire squads, and 1 fire direction squad. So, yeah, we lost a little bit, but that's okay. Let's... Oh, wow. Yeah, they lost more than half of the troops already that they had at the start of combat. Let's see, what about next round? So we now estimate that they have less than 100 infantry squads, which might actually be possible, considering how many we've been destroying lately. Right, oh wow. They didn't kill anything from us. We destroyed 12 infantry, 5 construction vehicles, and 1 anti-air team. Did we have... Oh yeah, we did have breakthroughs again. Alright then, yeah, the Charger Battalion, heavy rapid fire chargers are doing a lot. Oh, apparently you didn't destroy anything. Then you destroyed 2. Okay, I'm on 3 of them. I think we're now fighting a lot of their construction vehicles and such that have a lot of hit points. Let's actually have a look. What can we tell from their ground units now? We've probably gotten a fair bit of extra information. So the anti-air teams, we know that they got 15 armor strength, so that means that they have power armored. And yeah, penetration 12, it does a fair bit of damage when it hits, and it can penetrate our infantry to a certain degree. Then the anti-tank... Oh, right. Well, we hit quite a few units, but I'm not entirely sure how many of that. Okay, well, we know the armor strength and hit point values, and those construction vehicles we know the... Oh, armor strength is actually 20. Not... Well, actually, no, we do have the pierce chargers and pierce punchers that should be able to get through that at least. And possibly even the anti-tank squad, or the pierce squads that we have. Although I'm not entirely sure about that, but the infantry would destroy massive amounts. And the HQs would destroy quite a bit. Alright then. Let's take another turn. So they still have a fair bit in there. Let's have a quick look. Okay, so we lost... Oh. Charger Battalion Heavy Fire. Unit lost 3, remaining units 10. Morale check. Oh, we're getting more morale in here. Didn't actually lose anything, but we did kill another 11 infantry, 10 construction vehicles, 4 anti-air teams, and a resupply infantry. So they are running rather low on the troops there. Let's take another 8-hour increment. Oh, we salvaged another wreck, and we didn't kill anything in there right now. Oh, I didn't go full... Oh, right, the salvage has completed orders. Well, that would explain why we didn't get anything right. So you just go through Colosseum Ores, go to the Dolphin, refuel from there, and then go through Kusanagi, Shamshir, and you're going to go to Barracuda, Virales. You'll unload all ship components, unload all minerals, then you'll refuel, and there we go, and we'll give you new orders after that. Right, so they have very little ground unit right now, compared to what they had. Yeah, less than 100 infantry. So let's have a look. We destroy another 24 infantry, 2 construction vehicles, and 2 anti-air teams. Do they even have any headquarters? I don't think they do. At least we don't think they have any. And yeah, a lot of breakthroughs are being achieved. So that's good. Actually, let's have a look. We landed 50,000 troops, or 50,000 tons of troops in there. How much do we have still? Oh wow, we've only lost 1,300 tons. Impressive. No, to be fair, we lost a fair bit of units, I guess. Or infantry and stuff like that, but that's not really a problem. In the end. Let's actually have a look. So, the regiment headquarters over here. Have you... No, it is one of the footman battalions that has lost the troops, and that one. What about this one? That's still full. There's one of the infantry regiments. The 2nd infantry regiment has lost a lot of it. But even that is mostly footmen and Night Scots, I believe. But yeah, that's pretty good. How about... Has the supply battalion... No, it hasn't been used yet. What about the supply units in here? We've still got 15. So it might be that they haven't had to resupply quite yet. Well, let's take another 8-hour increment, see how much we can destroy now. So they have very little, and we destroyed, let's see, 24 infantry, 4 construction vehicles, and 3 AA teams. And improving morale for our troops, good. Let's actually have a look. So they had 500 tons there. If we take another... Oh wow, it's almost destroyed. Okay, so they have a little bit of infantry, and I'm not going to drag the thing here, just... Oh, right, one of the peace... Okay, so a lot of our troops are getting more morale now. And we killed 109 infantry, 6 construction vehicles. Wow. Okay, that's impressive. I suspect that there might not be much in there. Hey, we captured the planet. Huzzah. Now let's have a look. What do we have there? We got, what, 3... Yeah, 3 well. As reparations from there. So, how to declare... 2. So got almost 1 million population. They could have a lot more, actually. But our presence in the system may have stopped them from bringing in more people. They're currently conquered. Oh, right, we need to move the troops into this one, because they're currently in the other colony, technically. We don't need anyone in here, but what sort of installations did we capture? Crown Force Construct... Oh! We could bring... I mean, we could bring Inventor out here. Then we could start building troops in here. I mean, the worker shortage is a thing in here, so it wouldn't be fast. There's a little bit of dust in the atmosphere, but not too much. It's not really causing a trouble. The population should start growing a fair bit now. They do have a mass driver. They do have ordnance transfer and refueling capabilities, so we can actually start refueling in here. Then we got the ancient construct here, so that's good. A lot of infrastructure. Is this regular gravity, or it should be regular gravity, right? I believe so, yeah. And temperature isn't too bad either, okay. So, ground force construction complex, 5 construction factories, 1 ordnance factory, 2 fighter factories, 10 mines, 9 automated mines, 3 fuel refineries, 4 maintenance facilities, so we can actually start maintaining stuff eventually in here. Right now, not so much, because the manufacturing efficiency is very low, and then since it's just recently conquered, it's going to be at 20% efficiency. Like over here, we've already got on to 80%. So it's a candidate population, not yet imperial, but that's fine. And then, let's see, we've got the financial centers, terraforming installation, deep space tracking stations, a mass driver, genetic modification center, refueling stations, 2 of them. Oh, didn't we? We don't have refueling station here, but we do have fuel. So if we were to bring in a transport or fuel over here, we could shuffle the other one over here as well, and then we can use both of these to refuel, or at least we can use it to get the fuel out of here and transfer it to the other planet. And then we got the ordnance transfer station, and then the infrastructure. Okay. But first things first, let's go ahead and move the infantry in there. So we need to move them on that one, I believe. Oh, oh right, yeah, because I have technically that selected there. Okay. So now that should change the protection values quite a bit. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, unrest reduction is rather massive, so we should be able to get this back in order rather quickly. Occupation required is not a lot. And we got a massive police strength there. Okay, so that is brilliant. And hey, relatively little losses in here, so we just need to build more troops, and once we've cleared up the SDOs on the enemy planet and all that, we can then do a landing. And I'm pretty sure that we can capture their home planet. I mean, we'll need a lot more mechanized units for that. So that is actually something that we should probably focus on building a bit more. Just going to get another 2 mechanized regiments to be built. We've got quite a few regiments underway, but we did build up another Crown Force Construction Complex. And we are actually building yet another one, so we'll have 6 in here. So we can probably keep one building the Orbit Pikes, because those takes a long while to build, and then the rest can be building basically a brigade at a time. But anyway, it would appear that we are actually out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.